Hello everyone, we start learning. Knight e4. Okay, if I take it, he take my queen, I take him queen, then he got mess. Yeah. Take pawn the check, queen d8, and knight e6, checkmate. Then give the check, queen go. Okay, that is interesting. King there, with e8. Okay, that is easy. Okay, we can take bishop and covering. There is checkmate, f2. Yeah. Checkmate on e2. Knight a5 and queen gone. Yeah. Check in h1 and g2 mate. This one is interesting. What he can play there? Can't do that queen, so we can play alright. We can take and queen. Alright. He attack queen, but d4 looking very good shot. Yeah. Wait. Here is combination, I think. And we take queen, he take bishop f6, and then he got checkmate on h. Yeah, we can try. Checkmate. When we do the check on d6, he move and d8 roof, then pawn going to queen. That I think is win. Alright, here. Knight f6. Idea is, I think, take the pawn on e4, or take the knight c3 and then take it pawn. But here, knight a4, king, queen on a4, I think going check. That bishop in b4 is very weak. Yeah, I think that winning. Okay, we take bishop. Now. Okay, when we take queen f2, check, queen h1, king h1, and then we take queen f1 check, is mate there. Right, that is not easy. We need more count up. Check, take knight, e7, and then he can't do nothing much. Okay, that is now queen d7 and Alright, this position is very interesting. Queen c7 is very interesting because it's check and that rook on d8 is very weak. The problem is that he can shoot in d1 and something else here. Not really. We can take rook, but it's not looking good. Okay, we can try. Alright, now when we take queen, check, he take, and we take, we winning. Yeah, that's bad. This position is very easy. We need to take that pawn on c4, I think, and then go into the e4 pawn, and then we winning. Okay, what we can play here? We can take rook. What was done after? Knight f6, next one. Hmm. Okay, we need to take a rook, take it. And now, what we can play? Proof f4 or rook g6 maybe. Rook f4 is more clear, I think. And then is g4 next one. But when we move rook on the f4, maybe queen f g7, and that bishop is a trap. It's not looking good. Maybe rook g6, and then the knight need to move. All right, I think this one is better. Yeah. And now there is what very good idea. Queen g3, check. Queen h1, and king go h1. We got checkmate, I think, and h3. That is the best, I think. Checkmate. Okay, this one. We need we need to take the queen, I think. Otherwise we got lost. d2 is interesting, but we got here very big counter attack. Easy draw or one. So we need to take queen and d2 and queen. Now queen h5 I think is the best. We attacking king on h7. He need to move to h8 and knight g6, then f8. And there is mate. Can you take the knight? Okay, that position very good. I think when we play bishop c7, that queen is bad position then. The opponent lose the queen. Oh, very good ranking. The player is very good, the guys. Okay, I think it's the best. Exactly. Okay, what we can do here? Okay, knight attacking queen. Ah, we can take rook on d5. When he take, we can take queen. And I think it's win. Exactly. What we can play here? c4. Very interesting move. After c4, rook b5, but we got c6. Very nice. Yeah, that winning, I think. And we take that way. Okay. That position is very interesting, very. But the thing is, we got rook and queen. So when we move the wrong way, we lost the game maybe draw. But queen h3 is very nice. Check and g2 mate. And I think that way we need to go. Alright. He got queen. Hmm. We can move there. Knight f3. And that rook is bad position. And then we got advance. That pawn c5 is very strong with bishop. Bishop can move e5 and then c6, c7, and that game should be easy one. Okay, interesting what's happened that. He take the bishop. But now we can take queen and one. Alright, what we can play here? We can shot queen, he take, and then e2 is weak because the line 8 is very not bad. We get something else interesting. When we play queen c7, it's not too bad, but I think very slow. He can play b1 check, and then we got very big problem. c7, b1, queen h2, check the queen b1, and nothing happened there. He do another queen. Not good look at it. When we take the queen, he take the queen, rook e2. When he don't take, just moving, we got draw. But we can shoot rook e8. And that I think is the problem, that position. Rook e8, he needs take, and we take the queen. Yeah. Okay, knight g3. Interesting. Interesting is queen c1. And then he needs to do queen d1. And do queen d1, we take it, he takes knight f2, check, and rook d h1 as well. So we got, I think, one position then. All right. Oh, it's queen b2 as well. Hmm. I think that way is the easy way. All right. That position very good. When we play queen g2 check, he covering because doesn't got any choice. We take the pawn on f5, and he needs take, and we take the queen, and we won. All right. Queen c2. He has idea d4 check. Hmm. That idea is not really bad. It's very hard to find something to this. One move which one I see is rook e1, and the next one is checkmate. Very good idea. When play d4, maybe we can play queen h5 not going because queen f5. And this bishop. Okay, take it queen f1 now. That is, I think, the best move. And now, what we can play now? Knight e4, but then he got queen d3, he doesn't got queen c4, he got cover. Oh, knight e4 is very interesting. f5 maybe? Queen h5. I've been covering that, yeah. Okay, bishop b5. But what's happened when I play knight c3? That bishop gone. Take free bishop. Okay, bishop f7. Attacking bishop a2. So now it's not easy really. But we can play bishop b1. He can take in that bishop, and then we can move in d3 and a6 or b5 take f5 take the pawn, and we got one position. That bishop can cover in, but we can do something else after that, or take the bishop. A very hard position. Or maybe we can play bishop c4. But what's then? I want to take the rook. No, that don't work. Okay, I think b1 is the best, I think. But then he got bishop e6, covering everything. Then maybe bishop d3. No easy position. Have won. Bishop b3, nothing happened. I take it bishop. Okay, this. Ooh. Okay, take it, take it. And pawn going, I think. Yeah, best way. Thank you so much. See you next.